Alright guys, today I kind of just wanted to do a little bit different type of video, because usually I do like a grand arena or something, but I wanted to change that up and do something maybe a little bit different, maybe more fun, maybe less fun, just a little bit different. And as you can see on my screen, it says 5 ships I want, of the Galactic Republic faction, because the Galactic Republic faction in ships has the Negotiator, and the Endurance is not a great ship, but I believe with some better allies, it can be improved drastically, I guess. So, first ship I want would be the new class Republic shuttle with Echo as the crew for it. That would be great. Yeah, the new class attack transport shuttle or the Republic attack shuttle. It's basically the predecessor to the Lambda class shuttle, so pretty familiar design there. It has 6 laser cannons on it for defense and offense. It's mainly used to transport officials and troops, although it can hold up to 20 troops. Its main competition was the Latai gunship, which, spoiler, we will see later. But this was more long-range missions, and yeah, you see it around. It was common for that. But basically, this is the first ship I would like to see. Oh, okay, that's not true. This is one of the 5 ships I would like to see. These aren't in any particular order, I should have said. But this one, and my basic ideas for what it would do, it's basically a turn meter removal machine. It will, its basic ability is going to just do some physical damage and remove turn meter. Its unique is going to, whenever a taunting ally is damaged, so the taunting allies in the Republic, well, pretty much any ship that taunts this account towards, but it'd be mainly geared to Galactic Republic ships because this is for that faction. Specifically, the Endurance, Mace Windu's capital ship. But the unique is whenever a taunting ally is damaged, I think anyone on target lock would have their turn meter removed, about, like 10% turn meter removal for any target locked enemies, I guess. That would probably be fair. And a protection gain of 5% for all allies. Then a special is like allies recover health and protection and gain 10% turn meter, so kind of just turn that around a little bit. Then the Echo special, which is I don't know how to describe it. It's just another special ability, I guess. It's call all allies to assist and reduce reinforcement cooldown on the capital ship, and all allies gain offense up. And the reinforcement for the new class Republic shuttle is 20% bonus protection for all allies. The shuttle gains stealth and 10% turn meter to all allies. Alright, that's the first ship. A little bit rough. Hopefully this will get better as we go on. The Z-95 Headhunter. This is a really kind of classic ship. The predecessor to the X-Wing, which is very obviously shown on screen. I really like the picture in the bottom left, so I think it really shows how much the predecessor it is because it's so similar. But the top right one is the one they kind of use in the Clone Wars. It first shows up at the Battle of Umbara, at least in the show, and it does a lot of work. It's a really versatile multi-role starfighter. It's a support and attacker, from air to land and space. It does come equipped with a proton torpedo launcher and just some KX-5 laser cannons, so really versatile for the Galactic Republic at the time. It's a highly favored starfighter and becomes really popular later among bounty hunters, but this is for the Galactic Republic. So its basic ability would basically just attack twice, call an ally to assist, and inflict target lock. The special is an unevadable critical damage hit, and it targets all target locked enemies and removes So it removes 10% turn meter from any enemy that wasn't targeted but got hit by this attack. Its unique is that for every target lock, it increases its offense by 10%, and when target lock is dispelled from an enemy, they regain it for 1 turn. Cody's special is, I forgot to mention, the crew member I would use for this ship is Commander Cody. I should have mentioned this earlier, I tried to use basically crew members that are already in-game, because I just want them to be in the game as soon as possible, basically. So the Cody special is to dispel all debuffs, gain 10% turn meter, and damage to target enemy, and all tanks taunt. The reinforcement ability is to inflict target lock and buff immunity on target enemy, and the Headhunter gains offense up. So cool, that's my description of that, real quick. I don't want this video to be too long, hopefully it'll be interesting. I'm saying a lot. The Alpha 3 Nimbus class V-Wing Starfighter. This was basically, it was an early predecessor version of the TIE Fighter. It did, I think, actually have shields, but it did not have life support, just like the TIE Fighter did, and it was very much a support ship. It was very fast and nimble. The basic ability deals damage 6 times and inflicts the damage over time for each time it attacks on target enemy. The special deals triple damage to enemy and dispels all buffs on the enemy, inflict target lock and buff immunity on that enemy. The second special, there is no crew member for this one. That's what unmanned means in the bottom left, by the way. The second special inflicts heal immunity and grants speed up to all allies, just, for more turns and more damage. The unique is that for every ally attacked, gain 1 nimble effect and 2% turn meter, and stealth whenever it loses all protection, reaches 50% health, reaches 25% health, and the first time reaching 3% health, gain damage immunity and regain 30% health for 1 turn. Alright, the nimble effect is plus 5% speed, but minus 2% protection and 1% health. The reinforcement bonus for this ship is just gain 10 nimble effect, stealth, and offense up. So that's the V-Wing. Fast ship. The V-19's Torrent Starfighter. This one, I just really love the design of. It looks cool to me. And it has 3 engines, and so it's very fast. This one was actually the predecessor to the V-Wing, which I know I said the V-Wing is a predecessor to the TIE Fighter. Wow, mind blank. But the V-19 was used in the first half of the war, the Clone Wars. And yeah, it did its job very well. It did not actually have shields, but it really made up for it with its speed and just, it was also long range, so I don't know if it was hyperspace capable. I didn't check on that, but it's pretty cool. But it had 2 laser cannons and concussion missile launchers, so it could deal damage pretty well. The basic is attack 2 times and inflict defense down and call an ally to assist. Pretty simple. The special is deal damage, inflict concussion, which is minus 10% speed and damage for 2 turns. Unique is the Torrent Starfighter has plus 30 speed, gains 5 speed stacking whenever taunt is activated on the field. So every time an enemy taunts, every time an ally taunts, the Torrent Starfighter will gain 5% speed for the rest of the encounter, stacking with no cap, because taunt doesn't have to happen a whole lot, but it can, which is huge because the Endurance has a forced taunt and protection recovery on one of its allies, which is really nice. So it gives you an incentive to use that ability and makes that ability more useful. The ARC special, because the ARC Trooper is the crew member for this ship, is to call a target ally to assist, grant speed up and a buff according to that ally's roll, and inflict target lock on all enemies. No, not about I don't like that last part. Take that out. Inflict target lock on target enemy. So the buffs that the allies are going to gain is attacker will gain offense up, a tank will gain taunt and health up. So that also gains the torrent 5 speed. Well, plus 5 speed. And 5 speed is just 5 speed, not stacking. So if it had 30 speed before, it would have 35 speed after this. And the support just gains stealth for a little bit longer, survivability, and able to provide its role for longer. And the reinforcement ability is to grant all allies plus 10 speed for the rest of the encounter, which is pretty nice. So you would want this ship probably to be the first one you call in or the last one, depending on what order this all lines up in. And the capital ship will gain plus 20 speed, and the torrent gains stealth and offense up. That is my description of the V19 torrent, which I really do want in the game. The Lat I Republic gunship manned by ALS Secure as a crew member. This ship was really the main troop transport. The shuttle I said at the beginning was its kind of competition. The Lat I gunship also had the capability to transport 4 speeder bikes along with those 20 troops, but it was not a long range ship. It was made for short, just quick landings on field. You saw them a lot in the Clone Wars. They're really popular, and they did their job. They're very good at it. It was also a gunship with a lot of in-air support and air-to-ground support for bombings and stuff, I guess. And it's onto its abilities, I guess. So its basic is a laser strike, which inflicts target lock, stun, and if the target enemy is target locked already, taunt. Unless already taunting. Then its special is to grant the capital ship 10% turn meter and all allies recover 20% protection gain. The gunship gains taunt and deals damage to all enemies. It's a missile strike. The unique is that whenever a target locked enemy attacks, gain taunt and recover 5% health and 10% protection, has plus 30% health and protection, and the capital ship gains 2% turn meter every time the gunship is attacked, which, since it's taunting, should be a lot. And that's really nice, especially for a Mace Windu ship, which is usually slow. Then the Ayla special is to summon another gunship to the extra slot that doesn't exist in the game right now, which this would make exist, or upgrade the summoned ship, gain 10% health and protection, and for every upgrade on the summoned ship gains 20% health and protection, is called to assist, and gains protection up and taunt. The reinforcement ability for the Lat I gunship is for every target lock gains 10% health and gains taunt and health up at the beginning when the gunship is summoned to the encounter. So that is my description of the top 5 ships I would like in the game. Go back over them. The 5th one was the Lat I Republic gunship. Amazing ship. Did its job. Was great for what it was made for, but had a very specific role. The V19 Torrent Starfighter started off the war, did great there. Got the job done. Couple famous episodes were when Ahsoka finally had to learn her lesson, and she led a squadron of them, but they got totally annihilated. So the V-Wing, seen later in the war, not seen often in the show, seen in episode 3. That's what the right picture is from. Used by the early Empire before TIE fighters were ready. Predecessor to the TIE fighter. Very fast, very nimble. The replacement, basically, for the V19 Torrent. I personally think the Torrent was better. Although the V-Wing actually had shields, which was removed again in the TIE fighter line. The Z95 Headhunter, very popular ship, seen really easily modifiable. That's what I forgot to mention earlier. It's really easy to modify. You could change a lot. It did actually have hyperspace capabilities, so it was okay for longer range missions. It was also suitable for atmospheric combat due to its aerodynamic nature, similar. which is why it was such an all-around fighter and did great. It was really a wise choice. The new Galactic Republic shuttle, finally, which was pretty simple. It was a shuttle. It transported. You see it a lot in the Clone Wars for longer range missions. Crashes a lot, by the way, which is interesting. But that wasn't the ship's fault. The ship did its job. Is actually seen in Rebels. Cham Syndulla has one. It worked great. So that is my description of all of them, and I really thank you for watching this video. Awkward end.